Hey there, welcome to the August 2025 Flowhub product update. I'm Layla, the Senior Product Manager here at Flowhub, and I'm excited to show you some of our new features and improvements. We now have made some updates to Flowhub e-commerce in terms of our deals support. So now you can build a dedicated deals landing page on Flowhub e-commerce that'll show all of your promoted deals with an image, and that's clickable as well, so someone can see all of those items that are part of that deal. In addition, you now can run product discounts and BOGO deals on Flowhub e-commerce. You can build banners and carousels to be based off of e-commerce deals. So if you have a 20% off Munchie Monday, you could create a banner that's clickable that'll show your customer all of the items on sale for that Munchie Monday special. In addition, you now can have fulfillment tickets automatically print for all of your order ahead orders. So if you have a machine set up on your fulfillment station, when an order comes into the order ahead tab, a ticket will automatically print for your budtenders to go and fulfill. In addition, our store settings have gotten a bit of a facelift and made it a little bit easier for you to use those, and you can find those now in the account tab. Let's jump in. So now that you've seen the front of house and what it looks like from your customer's perspective, I want to show you how you can set up deals to be promoted on your e-commerce site. So if we take this BOGO Stizzy Pod and Battery deal as an example, when you select this deal from your deals page and scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see this new option here for Flowhub e-commerce settings. This promote deal on Flowhub e-commerce checkbox is what's going to control if those items on your website get the strike through price, the on sale tag, and also controls if this item can be available on your deals page too. You can add in your description here, so anything that would be good for your customers to know about what this discount is, and then any terms that you'd want to add in here as well is available for you. Once your deal is all set up and you save it, you can come to your e-commerce back of house page, click customize, and head over to this new deals page option. From here, you'll see that any of your deals that you've already promoted and added in an image will show up here. If you're starting fresh, you can press this add deal button. So for my BOGO Stizzy Pod and Battery, we can see that I have the option to choose my active starting and my active ending date. So a good example of this would be if you want your marketing team to work ahead and maybe start creating these landing pages for deals maybe going live in September, you could change this active starting date to be September 1st, and this deal would not show up on your deals landing page until that day. In addition, you can choose if you only want this to show up on a certain day of the week. So if we're talking a Munchie Monday special, you could only have this toggle work on Monday and only have this item show up on your landing page on Mondays. In addition, you'll want to go ahead and put in a promotional image here. It's just really good to catch your customers' eyes, and you can upload that directly from your computer. Once you press save here, all of these items will then show up on your deals landing page, and you have the option here too to drag and drop them into the order that you want to show up on that page. So here I am on the Flowhub e-commerce homepage, and you'll notice that we have this new deals selector. When I click on this, I'll be brought to a dedicated deals landing page where from the e-com back of house, you can choose which deals you want to promote here. You can see here I have a BOGO deal, and then I also have just a regular product discount. For our regular product discounts like this 25% off CBX, when I click on this, we'll be brought to a modal that'll show your customer a quick glimpse into all the different products that they have available to purchase that are part of this deal. What's nice about this approach is that it keeps the customer on the page that they were on. So they could quickly add, this blue flame OG because they see the strike through price, they know it's on sale. And then maybe from there, they want to quickly go into the BOGO. Instead of taking them from one page to another, they have a seamless shopping experience to shop all of your different deals. For the BOGO, it looks a little bit different, and this has been built specifically to support BOGO discounts and make it very clear to your customer what they need to buy and what they need to get. If you wanted to add in more descriptions to make it very clear what this deal is, you have the ability to do that on the back of house, and you can even add in terms here that'll show up for your customer. So for our BOGO, we can see here we have two carousels. The first means that you need to buy one of these, and the second means that you'll get one of these for whatever your discount is. If it was 50%, this would say 50% off. When I go ahead and click onto one of these, will be opened up into a BOGO specific landing page Again, to make it very easy for your customer to know what they need to buy and what they need to get in order to get this discount. We'll see here that all of my items that I could buy that are applicable for this deal will show up here. So maybe in this case, I'm going to get a birthday cake lil, and then I can click on the get here to see all of the different items that I could get as part of this deal as well. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose a blue battery to match my birthday cake. From there, a customer also has the option when they're on the deals pages to filter, and we'll filter those to be specific to the products that are on the page. So maybe they wanted to see a specific indica item, they'd have the ability to do that. And in addition, from the all products page, we have a deals filter option right up here at the top as well, which allows your customers to quickly browse different discounts. So in this case, if I choose that cannabiotics again, we'll see it brings me directly back to that page for those specific items. In addition, you'll see that as you add items to the cart, we've added in some delight here where the savings will increase and give a little toggle. So that way your customer knows how much they're saving right off the bat. Deals can also be promoted in your banners and carousels, and you can make your banners and carousels clickable to go to a filtered deals page. So we'll see here, I have this Munchie Monday wild gummies on sale. We'll see all of my wild gummies that are on sale will show up in this carousel. And when I press see all, I'll be brought to that specific deals page specifically for those wild gummies that are on discount. In addition here, our banners are also clickable. So in this case, I have a wild products save $10 banner here. I can click on that and it'll also take me to that specific deals listing page with all of the items that are part of that discount. To promote a deal on a banner or carousel, just like with your BOGO discounts, you'll come on in here, scroll down to the bottom, and select this Promote Deal on Flowhub e-commerce checkbox. You can add in the description and terms if you'd wish, and then you'll come to the e-commerce tab of your back of house, press Customize, and head to your banners and carousels sections. So here on carousels, if I click on this Munchie Monday one, we'll see down here on the filters that I have the option now to select a deal to be part of that discount. So I can click here and I'm going to go ahead and click on my wild $10 off. I can add this deal filter, which will make it so that only products that are part of that deal will show up in that carousel. The same is true for banners. So if I take wild as my example again, when I select my wild banner, I come down to filters here. We'll see that the deal for wild banner is just set up right here, but I can always choose a different deal if I'd wish, just like that. We've added in a new printer setting that allows you to automatically have order tickets print for any sort of order ahead order, kiosk, lounge, fulfillment, pickup, delivery, automatically when the order comes into the system. You can turn on this setting by going to your printer configuration. Now that's going to look a little bit different depending on what operating system you're on. So check out our release notes for detailed screenshots for each of the different operating systems. Since I'm on Mac, I can click the printers option, press configure printers, and you'll see that there's this new setting here, auto print new order tickets when on order ahead screen. What this setting is going to do is as long as you have a back office computer hooked up to a receipt printer and it has that setting turned on, when new orders come into your order ahead board, the ticket will automatically print for your bud tenders to go and fulfill. This gets rid of that step where you'd have to click on the specific customer, come down here to print order to have that ticket print. Now it'll just print automatically. Our account settings page has gotten a facelift and you now can see all of your store settings in a much easier way. Before you'd have to click on this store settings option here and it would bring you to a modal. Now you're able to access this directly from the accounts page in Flowhub. I'd encourage you to take a look through all of these settings. There's a bunch of functionality that maybe isn't turned on for your dispensary that could really help your operations. Like for example, playing the ding sound on the order ahead page when orders come in, clearing the cart when printing the order ticket. Other settings here that are great to keep in mind are all of your printing settings. So if you want to choose which settings or which categories control which labels print, you have the ability to do that here. And then also for deals and loyalty. Maybe you want your loyalty to always stack on top of your deals because you have a different deal stacking settings on. You have that ability to do that here. In addition, we have this require PIN after inactivity setting, which is a great one for you to turn on. This will make it so that after someone's screen is idle for a certain amount of time, if you have this setting turned on, it'll require the bud tender to enter their PIN in order to make Maui be active again. In addition, you have all of your different regulatory compliance settings here. Your account is set up to be compliant for whatever state you're in, but if you'd like to enable any of these other settings, you have that option to do that here. In addition, our multi-store settings, if you're a single store, you'll only see your one store, but you can choose here if you want us to try and finish packaged for you in metric that have been at zero quantity for a certain amount of days. You can choose when we hide inventory from your inventory list when it's been at zero quantity for a certain amount of days, and even some drawer settings down here as well. We hope you like this new store settings page and stay tuned for a few new updates to it over the next couple months. Thanks so much for tuning in to this month's product update. I'm Layla, a senior product manager here at Flowhub, and I'm so excited to hear how you guys use all of these new e-commerce features in August and beyond. I wanted to remind you of a couple of our product support resources available for you. The first is our release notes. Definitely subscribe to those to read about new features and platform improvements in real time. If you'd like to get help from a real human, you can use our support email at help@flowhub.com or contact us directly in Flowhub Maui using the help button through our in-app chat. And in addition, feel free to use our Help Hub to learn how Flowhub works and troubleshoot common errors. The articles in there are full of good information. I hope you're enjoying your summer, and I hope the rest of your summer is great, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.